Hey guys, welcome again to another episode. Today I want to, based on the live stream that I did last night, today I want to discuss uh, Keilwood shafts, uh, better known as either Keilwood or torrified or roasted maple. It's all the same thing. Um, but in the shaft world, we call them Keilwood primarily. Now, there's a couple misconceptions about Keelwood or torrified or roasted. One is, and the main one is, torrified wood has been around since the 8th century. The Vikings actually used torrified wood when they would build their ships. This would enhance its stability and durability. Scandinavian countries have been using this and modifying this and improving this since the 1930s. So it's nothing new. But it is new to the Q world. Now, what happens during the torrification process is the wood is gradually preheated uh, in a conventional kiln, lowering the moisture content down to about between 6 and 10%. Um, After that, the wood is heated at a very high temperature, somewhere between 374 to 464 degrees Fahrenheit. Um, in a torrefication kiln, under pressure and in low oxygen atmosphere, uh, which prevents it from combusting, catching on fire, lowering the moisture content to almost zero. And once that occurs, the length of the process, as well as the temperature, the degree sustained, it really depends on the moisture of the wood. I mean, the species of the wood. Finally, the wood is placed in a conditioning chamber. In the conditioning chamber, the temperature is gradually lowered by controlled steam injection, and the moisture level of the product is increased. Remember, it was close to zero, so we have to add some moisture back. So it's slowly increased back to about 3 to 6%, given the wood's natural flexibility back. The torrefication process cooks off all the volatile elements in the wood, such as sugar and oils and water, and the result is leaving behind a mineral residue and changing the wood's molecular structure from open to closed or sealed. And this has a significant result. Um, what I mean by that is the end result of it. It gives the wood a rich amber color, which personally I love the color of it. It stabilizes it, and it significantly improves its durability, resistance to warping, expansion, contraction. It's practically waterproof. Um, when properly torrified, the wood will not absorb water. Even if you stuck it down in a pond or a lake and just submerge it, it's not going to absorb water if properly torrified. Uh, it is wood. Once you torrify it properly, it is a very stable wood. Um, Usually, wood moves due to absorption and release of moisture from the atmosphere, as the room that you're in changes or the season changes, day to day. But the torrification process kind of alleviates that issue. It's not going to expand or contract if properly torrified. Um, Torrified wood is far less likely to expand or contract, meaning that it'll be less vulnerable to atmospheric conditions, um, like warping. And I feel that, in my opinion, I feel that it is kind of the happy medium between your standard maple shaft and a carbon fiber shaft. And well, that's not an opinion, that's actually fact. It's a happy medium, it falls right in between. Because with a torrified shaft, or whether it be maple or some other type of wood that's been torrified, um, the plus to that, and the reason that it falls in the happy middle, is because it gives it a natural low deflection, um, uh, more so than a traditional shaft, and it has a stiffer, firmer hit, but with more of a feel, more feel and more finesse than a carbon fiber shaft can provide. Not saying that carbon fiber doesn't provide that. I'm just saying that definitively, this is not an opinion. Uh, Torrefied shafts will give you a better, deeper hit and more feel in the shot. Now, would I buy a torrified shaft? Yeah, I would. Um, do I currently sell torrified shafts? No, I don't. But I do plan to. As soon as I can get one of my suppliers in production with me, then I can start getting the wood and I can start turning them down. But right now, I don't offer them. But that's not what we're here for today. The point being, torrified shafts are overall better than traditional maple. Torrified shafts are competitive with carbon fiber for the reasons that I mentioned previously. Um, it's kind of a toss up, really, between which one I would recommend that you get. All three have pluses and minuses, or pros and cons, but I would definitely consider a torrified shaft, um, especially for the ability to not warp, not expand and contract, um, stronger material, less likely to get damaged, more likely to get damaged than carbon fiber, less likely to get damaged than regular untreated, untorrified maple. So, if you like the look of it, which I do, if you like the look of it and you can't quite convert to a carbon fiber shaft because of maybe color, something like that, I would definitely recommend it. Another strong point about the torrification process, especially in shafts, is that once you finish building the shaft, uh, with a torrified shaft, you're going to come in at about a half ounce to up to 1 ounce lighter than a traditional maple shaft, much like a carbon fiber shaft. Um, so that is where you get your natural low deflection from. Uh, it's really kind of hard to hit on much else about it. It's a very solid product. I think it's wonderful. I really do. Um, I sell 5 flavors of shafts, all of which are non-torrified wood. They do great. They play well. I fully believe in them. Soon I will be in the process of making torrified shafts to sell as well. Um, Overall, I think that it's a very good product. I really do. And I would highly recommend trying it out. I would. Um, I truly feel that it falls right in between a regular maple and a carbon fiber. So, with that being said, this is going to be a short video. Uh, I really don't have much more to add to it other than maybe the construction process. But, which is another thing. Torrefied maple or other species, given the stability that you get from the torrification process, gives the cue maker, it gives them the advantage of producing it faster. Now, what I mean by that, on your traditional maple shaft production. During the creation of a traditional maple shaft, what you want to do is you want to take a 1 inch by 1 inch by 30 inch blank and turn it round. Once you turn it round, put a date on it, hang it up for a little while, a couple weeks to a month. Pull it back down, take about 20 thousandths of an inch off of it, hang it up, put another date on it, take it down 20 thousandths, take it down 20 thousandths, and it carries on because you have to give it time to relax and do any kind of moving that it's going to do. But with a torrified, a properly torrified piece of wood, that's irrelevant. It's stabilized. It isn't going to warp. So that's one of the key advantages to the cue maker. Now, I've already mentioned the advantages to the player. Now, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. If you found this useful, please subscribe. We need the subscribers. Our goal is to hit 1,000 by the end of the week. We're really close to that. And also, this channel's free. We don't really charge you guys anything. We do, however, ask for donations. And you can find the donation link down in the description. But what those funds do is it kind of pays for our time per se, but not really. But it does help buy new equipment, new cameras, new things like that. So it's very beneficial to us if you donate. You don't have to. It's not required. $1, $10, $5, $20, whatever you want to spend. It's totally up to you. But we appreciate every little bit that you do. And if you like this, please subscribe, like, share, comment, and let me know your thoughts. If this video has produced another question in your head, let me know. I'll try to answer it as best as I can in another video or in the comments. But I think that just about covers it for the torrification process and what a torrified shaft is. But remember that whether it be called Keilwood or torrified or roasted maple, they're one and the same. It's just different. Some people call them different things, but they're all the same. But anyway, that'll wrap this one up. Hope you found it useful, and I'll get back to you in the next video. Have a great time. Thanks, guys.